Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family. Because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
What happens when a rising star dares to challenge the very system that created her? Zhao Lusi, the beloved actress adored across Asia, has shaken the entertainment world with one bold move, leaving her agency to build a new empire of her own. And standing right beside her, in the most unexpected twist of all, is actor and singer Liu Yuning. This is not just a career shift. It's a revolution that has left cool entertainment in panic and fans everywhere holding their breath. Behind the dazzling lights of red carpets and the endless applause of fans, Zhao Lusi carried a secret weight that few could see. For years, her name had been tied to roles that captured the hearts of millions. Yet every step she took was carefully calculated by the agency that claimed ownership over her career. To the public, she seemed unstoppable, a rising star blessed with fortune and talent. But behind the curtain, her life was scripted not by her dreams, but by the strict contracts that bound her future. Each new project offered to her was not a reflection of her own artistic curiosity, but the result of corporate decisions designed to maintain a safe, predictable image. She longed for the challenge of more complex characters, stories that could stretch her abilities and reveal her depth as an actress. But those wishes were pushed aside in favor of roles that fit a familiar formula. This quiet battle between her ambitions and her agency's control grew heavier with each passing year. It was not only about the characters she played on screen, but also about the life she lived off it. Her friendships, her private choices, even her online presence were closely monitored, shaped to serve the image the agency believed would keep her marketable. Every smile, every appearance, every word she shared with her audience was filtered through layers of management. For a young woman with her own voice and vision, this was suffocating. The breaking point did not arrive suddenly. It was the result of countless small rejections, countless times she was told no. No to creative freedom, no to fairer revenue sharing, no to personal independence. Yet the true moment of awakening came when she realized that no matter how much success she brought to the agency, her worth would never be measured in freedom or respect. In that moment, Zhao Lusi understood that continuing on this path meant sacrificing not only her artistry but her identity. To remain silent was to accept a future designed by others. And so, the decision began to take shape in her mind, not as an act of rebellion, but as an act of survival, an act of reclaiming her right to choose who she wanted to be. That quiet but unshakable resolve became the seed of change, the first step toward rewriting her destiny. When Zhao Lusi finally began to face the truth about her circumstances, she did not expect to find an ally in someone like Liu Yuning. Their paths had crossed before in the fast-moving circles of the entertainment industry, but never in a way that suggested anything beyond polite conversation. He was known as a multi-talented figure, first gaining attention through music and later surprising audiences with his growth as an actor. What set him apart, however, was not just his versatility but the independence he carved for himself. Liu Yuning had built a career without surrendering his identity to the machinery of the industry, and that quiet defiance carried a weight of credibility that few others possessed. Their true connection began almost by chance. At an industry gathering, away from the flashing cameras, Zhao Lusi spoke with unusual honesty about the frustration that had been haunting her for years. She described the suffocating control, the creative limitations, and the constant feeling that her life belonged to everyone but herself. To her surprise, Liu Yuning did not respond with shallow sympathy. Instead, he listened with a kind of empathy shaped by his own experiences of resisting pressure and forging a path outside the traditional structures. In his eyes, she found recognition, as if he understood the unspoken fear of losing oneself to contracts and expectations. What happened next was not a simple gesture of encouragement, but the beginning of something transformative. Liu Yuning offered her more than advice. He offered perspective. He told her that independence was not impossible, that the system was not an unbreakable cage but a structure that could be challenged with the right vision and courage. He shared stories of his own choices, of how he had resisted the lure of quick fame in order to build a career that reflected his values. His words planted a new kind of hope in Zhao Lusi's heart, the idea that she was not alone, that there was a way forward that did not require surrender. As their conversations deepened, so did his commitment. What began as guidance slowly transformed into a partnership. Liu Yuning saw in her the determination of someone who was ready to risk everything for authenticity. He offered not only his belief but also his resources, his network, and his knowledge of how the industry could be navigated differently. In standing beside Zhao Lusi, he became more than a mentor or investor. He became the unexpected ally who turned her silent dream into a plan of action. Together, they were no longer isolated individuals bound by circumstance, but two voices daring to reshape the future of an industry that had long resisted change. When Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning first whispered the idea of a new company into existence, their eyes turned not to the towering skylines of Beijing or the polished glass offices of Shanghai, but to a city that seemed to hum with a different kind of energy, Chengdu. For outsiders, the choice may have looked unconventional, even risky. Yet to those who understand the rhythms of creativity, Chengdu was the only place that made sense. It is a city where tradition meets modernity, where ancient tea houses coexist with fast-rising tech startups, and where the cost of building something new does not immediately suffocate ambition. To Zhao Lusi, Chengdu represented freedom. It was far enough away from the suffocating circles of old power to allow a fresh start, yet close enough to the industry's heartbeat to remain connected. Here, she could carve a space of her own, one not dictated by the contracts of others but built upon her vision. To Liu Yuning, it was the perfect laboratory for reinvention, a ground where they could test ideas without the constant scrutiny of the established giants. The dream they imagined was not just of another agency but of an ecosystem. Instead of treating artists as commodities, this company would treat them as creators, partners in shaping their own futures. It would be a place where revenue sharing was fair, where actors could choose the scripts that spoke to their hearts, and where musicians could experiment without fear of rejection. In Chengdu, they saw the possibility of crafting a studio that would bridge management, production, and innovation into one seamless vision. Technology was to be its lifeblood. With digital platforms becoming the true stage of modern entertainment, the company would not only represent artists but also connect them directly with fans. Interactive tools, behind-the-scenes access, even opportunities for fans to influence creative decisions. All of this would form the fabric of a new kind of relationship between stars and their audiences. It was not about tearing down the old system in anger, but about building a new one with imagination. In the quiet corners of Chengdu, Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning were not simply planning a company. They were sketching the outlines of a revolution. Every decision, from the city they chose to the structure they envisioned, spoke of a desire to redefine what it means to be an artist in the modern era. And as the plans took shape, one thing became clear. This was not just a personal escape, but the birth of a dream that could reshape the entire landscape of Chinese entertainment. So what happens next? The world is watching. If Zhao Lusi's new company succeeds, it could open doors for countless other stars trapped in similar contracts. Could signal the beginning of a new era where creativity leads, not contracts. Cool entertainment, once untouchable, now faces its greatest challenge, not from rivals, but from the very star it helped create. Zhao Lusi's story is more than a headline, it's a symbol of change. And with Liu Yuning by her side, this could be the beginning of something extraordinary. What do you think? Will this bold move inspire a wave of independence across the industry, or will it prove too risky to survive? Share your thoughts below, we'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from Update X24H. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more stories that shape the world of entertainment.